Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends Eternals Gilgamesh Build-A-Figure wave, Makkari. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at Dan Who, and remember you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Of course, simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we continue looking at this Marvel Legends Eternals Gilgamesh Build-A-Figure wave, and in front of me today we have another speedster, if you will. It is of course Makkari. Now I believe her ability is she's faster than the other Eternals, but that is at the detriment to her other powers. And in the film, she's portrayed as deaf, as the actress is deaf. And it's also a character that they've gender swapped as well, because I know Makkari in the comics is a male. So again, I'm not too mad when they do things like that if it makes sense for the story. We shall see when the film comes out. But she comes with her own interchangeable set of hands. It would have been cool to see more sets of hands with her, as she knows sign language. So it would have been cool to maybe get some poses of different sign language words, maybe. I don't know. And of course, she comes with an arm for the Gilgamesh Build-A-Figure, and the Gilgamesh also comes with a fisted hand as well. But first and foremost, I'd like to say, go and check out iComicIndustries.com, your place for graphic novels, t-shirts, toys and collectibles, but most importantly for us, Marvel Legends. Current waves in stock right now, ready to ship, and get your pre-orders in for future Marvel Legends. So much more than that, go and check them out yourself, iComicIndustries.com, and go and follow them on Instagram at iComicIndustries. All the links are in the video description. Much appreciated, iComic Industries. So as I was saying, I like the colour palette for Makkari with the red and the chrome, but yeah, looking good. There she is on the side of the packaging as well, in like a running pose. That same image on the back, as well as a little write-up that reads, Makkari uses a cosmetically powered super speed to scout planets and is the only deaf Eternal. She is not affected by the sonic boom that accompanies her cosmic running. And then as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to build the Gilgamesh Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Makkari. So as I said, very interested about this one that's changed quite a lot about from the comics to the MCU, but if it makes sense, I'm not mad. Anyway, let's get her open. So here we have Makkari out of the packaging with all of her accessories, but just like the other Eternals, she only comes with a set of interchangeable fisted hands. The other accessories are for Gilgamesh Build-A-Figure, of course, so you know what to do, subscribe to the channel and come back, because once I've looked at all these figures, we will build and review Gilgamesh, that last Eternal we need to complete the set. Today, however, we're looking at Makkari, the fastest Eternal, and again, I like her colour palette with the red. It's sort of a lighter sort of candy chrome red, if you will, bit of a hint of pink in it, but it's red and chromey silver, and yeah, played by Lauren Ridloff, who I know from The Walking Dead, who in the comics she isn't deaf, and also it's a guy, but obviously for the MCU they've mixed it up, and why not? Makes it a little bit more interesting. And I like that she's got like a rock-on hand. I don't know, maybe that's what she does in the film, I don't know, but still a nice little hand there. But let's zoom in and check out that likeness. So once again, Hasbro have done a great job with this 3D face printing tech where they have the actor's likeness, and again, I think it's really good. So let's do a side-by-side first and foremost. And I remember Lauren Ridloff from Walking Dead, but I didn't realise it was her that was playing Makkari. It wasn't until someone pointed that out to me, but I knew she had a familiar face. And yeah, I think they've done a great job with this face sculpt. This is one of the better ones out of them all, I think. They've all been good, but this one is great. So yeah, really liking this. She's got much longer hair. As you can see, it goes down to the back, and it has got some nice sculpted detail in there, but it is one solid piece, no real paint detail or anything in there. So it will hinder their head going back, of course, because her hair sits against the back, but she can still look forward, and you can see how that's sort of one piece attached to the top. But it looks good. I think it looks really nice. Nice pink subtle lips that sort of match the colour of the top, actually, to be fair. So maybe she did that on purpose. She wants to accessorise and match. But there is the outfit. And as I said, all of these Eternal characters have uniquely sculpted bodies. They're not any reuse that I can recognise anyway. They're all unique designs that are Celestial inspired, and there's a lot more chrome on Makkari's uniform here than compared to some of the other Eternals. They're very much one colour, where Makkari's just as much chrome as I read this candy chrome red. Yeah, a bit maroonish as well, if you will. It's not like straight up red. There's definitely different tones in there, and again has a bit of that metallic shine. Not as shiny as some of the others, but still got that glossiness to it. So yeah, she's got such a slender body. The arms, even though it's a single joint, will go past 90 because of that, and the arms will swing all the way around. Great range, even past 90 up there at the shoulder as well. So great range. She's got one sort of open palm hand. The other one, as I said, is a rock on. Now, as I said, she is deaf, so she does a lot of sign language. So great opportunity for different hands and expressions for poses. So yeah, maybe that's a little cool sign she does in the movie. But yeah, a little, I don't know that as like rock on or too sweet from wrestling, but still, that's pretty good. But yeah, I like all the sculpted detail. Unlike some of the others, she hasn't got any like paint in the lines. You see all the sculpted detail, but there's no paint in the lines sort of bringing them out a little bit. We just got the red and the silver, but the lines are all sculpted. On the back here, she's got like a longer skirt piece coming off the side, sort of swishing, and she doesn't have much of a skirt because she runs. She is the fastest Eternal, as I said, as detriment to some of her other abilities. Her strength is running, so she's going to be in a lot of running poses. So sorry, I didn't realise how not zoomed in I was there. But yeah, you can actually get some great range out of her. Double jointed knees go all the way up and all the way back. As I said, no skirt piece really doesn't hinder anything. So we want her in some nice running poses, and we're going to be able to make that happen. So I think that's pretty good. And yeah, Makkari's looking really nice, to be fair. Same details on the legs as there is on the rest of the body. And there is this piece coming down the front with all the sculpted lines. But again, it doesn't hinder the leg articulation at all, to be fair. We can get her running over the waters, no problem at all. Scouting those planets for the other Eternals. But yeah, she is looking very nice, to be fair. There's no waist swivel, but all the articulation is up there on that diaphragm joint. As I said, you can get the head looking down. Would have been great to get it looking up, but it does make up for it because the way they've cut the back, you can see it's sort of angled, so you can actually get a back arched really well. And the design, it's not too gappy. The design does continue up. So when she's running, you can sort of get her leaned back a little bit. Like so. So I think we're going to get her posed up really nice. But for me, to be honest, I'm probably just going to have all my Eternals on the shelf in a school book picture type pose. But she does have a set of interchangeable fisted hands, so I can utilise that great standard pose, which look like this. So not only can she run, she can of course punch people in the face as well, which is always good. But as I said, for me, the pose I was talking about is just like, you know, like the standard neutral, hands to the side, I'm on the shelf. Not very a fun pose, I admit, but once you've got all 10 together, I do think these Eternal figures are going to look very nice. But I do think out of all the figures I've got so far, this one has been the funnest to pose because there's not a lot of hindrance with like a long skirt or dress type piece. She's completely free to roam, legs got great movement, and as I said, her ability is being faster than all the other Eternals. We have got a glimpse of that in the trailers already, and the little clips that were released. So yeah, out of all the figures I've opened so far, this is the most funnest I've had in hand, and I do think the likeness is one of the best as well. So yeah, so no messing around, let's get straight into some comparisons. So here we have Makkari compared to the other female Eternal figures that I've already reviewed on the channel. Go and check out the videos tabs, all the playlists, that good stuff. But we've got Cersei, Ajax, and of course Fina. And again, all of these are very good, and I do think the likeness is good on them all, including Ajax. I don't get what people don't like about it. But yeah, I do think the strongest is Makkari there in the middle. Definitely looks like Lauren Ridloff. Let's add in the male Eternals that I've already opened up on the channel as well, with Druid, Icarus, and Kingo. And I'm going to need a bigger table by the time we get to all 10 of these guys, that's for sure. But yeah, as I keep telling you, once you get them all lined up together, that little metallic shine, that little gloss they've got on them, they're definitely going to catch your eye and make a very nice section of your MCU display. And this is great that we're getting all of these before the movie is even out. We ain't got to wait 6 months or a year for a second wave. They're all here right now. Here we have Makkari compared to some other MCU characters that she may or may not cross paths with during Phase 4 of the MCU, with Shang-Chi and Captain Marvel. A couple of comic comparisons as I'm still on a Sentinel hype. It is of course Bastion and the female Sentinel Prime. And then last, but by no means least, doesn't matter how fast you are, you can't escape the swing of worthy Hal Fire Hank. So, final thoughts on Makkari. I think this is a very nice figure. One of the funnest to pose, especially because her ability is she is the fastest Eternal and she has a nice little range of articulation. She's hard to balance on one foot to get that sort of running pose, but you might be able to get it work with a stand or something. And yeah, I think the likeness is great compared to the actress as well. So fans of her would appreciate this. And another nice addition to the team. Once we get them all lined up, it's going to make for a very nice display. That is no doubt at all. Completely pinless, unique body molds, all standout colours with the 3D face printing tech. Honestly, these figures are not getting enough love. Let's just hope the movie lives up to it. But you let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, are you buying these figures? Are you hyped for the movie? Always curious to hear your thoughts. And most importantly, if you like what you see, you want to see more of my Eternal reviews, check out the videos tab, the playlists. But please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. You can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Thank you very much. As always, my name is Dan W. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. And until then, people, I shall see you on the next one.